It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Rams and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Let's go.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He's got this complete to Williams. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and we're heading down for first down. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Now Willis on third down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
I'm ready to take off, baby. Stay, don't.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Running wide side, Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Okay, ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
1st and 10, Willis. And he's going to go down sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Willis, third and long. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, Willis. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the counter, Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
In motion left is Watkins. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Jameson Williams
doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Allen. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Elliott running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Willis's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
After the sack on first down,
Willis, throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands, because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They go play action with Willis.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
Caught left side, Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Willis now off of play action.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, Murphy.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now Allen again. Robinson's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 5. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Willis with another keeper. Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On 1st down, Willis.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19 tight. Trap 50.
Another try after the first down sack.
Willis, and he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
Come on. Hey, pat the street. Mustang 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Justin Jefferson.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eye. When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin out in Silicon Valley. San Francisco playing host to visiting Cleveland. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The 49ers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home. Well,
we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Willis. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Allen going to go on 4th down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, Willis. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Go.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
18, Pioneer. Go check.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's caught on the sideline. He's not going to the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first. Either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Willis's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Willis. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Willis out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's play now. Get something together.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jefferson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams just continue to roll. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Top 19! Top 19! Buffalo 18!
3rd down, it's Willis.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Javon Kinlaw
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On the 6.
In motion left is Watkins.
Hey, check that streak. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
4th down, Willis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Allen going to keep it again.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
To the air, Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Man open is Robinson. Here we go.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Play action, Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight.
Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
On first down, Willis. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Good job there keeping him to a short game. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here we go, here we go. Top 50, top 50. Hurt.
Williams, the man in motion left.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Willis, fourth down here.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Come on.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30.
18 Rattler.
Willis now off of play action.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Willis on 4th down.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Justin Jefferson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen's throw taken in by Chark.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10, Willis. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Hurry.
Second down. Here's Willis.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Go, Reed. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Come 19. Come 19. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Allen. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for L.A., they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.